here with women's basketball coach Mandy Pearson and sophomore Haley Trom. Ladies, thank you for joining me for the interview segment. Coach, coming off of another solid win, as you guys seem to make a habit of, it's a big come-from-behind win against Hamlin on Wednesday. You know, we talked the last time we did this. You guys just don't get rattled.
No, we don't. You know, unfortunately, I think last year we were more in the habit of coming back and getting down early, and this year we've done an okay job. It's just the last two games we weren't as solid as we normally were. But it was a great comeback. Fun to see, our team learn that they can do that. We just don't want to be in that position.
Haley, talk about Wednesday's game from a player's perspective. You know, all of a sudden you're 15 points down early in the second half. I'm assuming you guys talked to each other. What was going on the bench, on the court, just from a player's perspective?
It was scary. Like I was like, okay, like come on, pick it up. But no, the team definitely handled it well, and we didn't get in that where people are yelling at each other. We all stayed like unified as a team, and there's a lot of energy coming off the bench and like in the game still, and we really pulled it together, and we just closed the gap, and we took it possession by possession, and we came through with the win. It was exciting.
Coach Haley, it's interesting that she said that possession by possession, because really that is kind of the approach that you guys have taken. I keep trying to look ahead. I keep trying to do things, and as you look in the grand scheme, but you guys really do keep it possession by possession, game by game.
Right, you have to. Especially in this league. Even at practice, if the days that we get ahead of ourselves or people are kind of watching the clock, we have terrible practices. But when we take it one drill at a time, games one possession at a time, that's when we are our best. And we'll talk about that a little bit today at practice. So as we move forward into the heart of our season, that we continue, one possession at a time. It's very important to be successful.
Haley, talk a little bit about your role on the team. Obviously, you don't see a lot of minutes in every game, but everybody on this team is important. How do you see your role on this team?
I see my role kind of like being like on the bench and like making sure people on the bench are motivated, because I think that's a big aspect in the game, is getting energy to motivate the players on the team, because sometimes they make a bad play or they make a mistake, and sometimes it's easy to get down on yourself. So I think a big role is trying to bring energy coming from off the bench also onto the court, just to be another kind of like that sixth man.
Coach, as Haley just says, that's very important. You have your scorers, you have your rebounders, but everybody on your team has a key role in the success that you guys are having.
Oh, God, yeah. And I joke a lot with Haley, where I tell her she's my favorite, and then she's not my favorite anymore. And I joke about those things, but 1 through 15 is extremely important. Practice-wise, game-wise, energy-wise, we can't be successful if there are 5 people who aren't into the game, whether it's somebody that's on the court or sitting on the bench. And we are very, very fortunate to have 15 players on our team who I think at any moment would be prepared to go into the game, are excited and get along and want to see our team be as successful as possible. And that makes my job a lot easier. Haley's role is irreplaceable, and she does a phenomenal job, and she is one of my favorites. I joke about it some days, she gets in trouble, but she is. She's a phenomenal teammate, phenomenal person, and we love having her on this team.
Let's talk a little bit about Saturday. You've got Gustavus coming here for a 1 o'clock game. As every game in the conference, it's a big game. Scouting report-wise, what can we expect on Saturday?
They have Julia Disty, Berta Rinke are there. I think it's Berta. Are their 2 leading scorers, and then a post player inside who can really score. And so we need to key in on those 3 players and just make sure we contain the rest of the team. So it's going to be a big defensive game. Coach Trout does a very good job of putting her players in positions where they're going to be successful. So we need to be ready and prepared for all of their set plays, and we need to take care of the ball on offense and just be us. It's basically the most important thing is that we come out and play Cardinal basketball.
Haley, talk a little bit about playing at home. You guys are unbeaten on your home court this year. Last 2 years you've lost once. But talk a little bit about what it's like to play in front of the home crowd and just really playing at the St. Mary's Gym.
I think nothing's comparable. The atmosphere in the gym's awesome. I personally, I have a lot of bias, obviously, but I think our gym is by far the coolest and has the most character to the gym. It's just uncomparable to the gym, and it's nice to be able to look out in the crowd and see recognizable faces and hear people cheering you on and support you. So
How about from your aspect, Coach? Is it? I mean, obviously it's nicer to play at home, but is there something about playing at St. Mary's? I mean, the last 2 years you had incredible amount of success playing on your home court.
Yeah, I think, for our team, it's nice to be at home. We have great support here from students, faculty, our athletic department. So it's nice to be able to have that support all the time. I think you just feel it on the court. But, I think I've said this before, teams don't want to drive down here to play. They have to get on a bus, especially the city schools. They're not used to it. Gustavus is, Carleton, St. Olaf, they're used to traveling, Concordia. But a lot of schools don't want to make this trip, and I think that is an advantage for us.
1 o'clock on Saturday, you've got Gustavus here at the St. Mary's Gym. Hopefully that magic can continue. Good luck.
Thank you.